Details this morning as we continue to follow the 2024 presidential campaign. GOP candidates were in Las Vegas last night. Former President Donald Trump, Nikki Haley, and Ron DeSantis all spoke on the Israel-Hamas war. All candidates focused on their support for Israel at this time. Joining me now is Kristen Welker from the NBC's Meet the Press. Kristen, good morning.
Hi, Christy. Good morning to you.
In the last 24 hours, former Vice President Mike Pence dropped out of the 2024 presidential race. He's the first one to bow out. So now we are getting ready to hit the year out mark, and we're looking toward what happens next. Last night, Donald Trump said he sees more dropouts on the way. What do you think? Who do you think will bow out next? And how do you expect the others who stay in the race to amp up their campaigns?
Well, we'll have to see who drops out next. I do think it's a significant moment. The former vice president dropped out. It's not a huge surprise, although no one saw it coming yesterday. But it does underscore the fact that the former vice president's message and strategy of trying to run on the Trump-Pence record, but also trying to make the case that former President Trump violated the Constitution, was really a very difficult needle to thread, that voters just weren't buying it. He really struggled to gain traction. And look at what we've seen. We've seen former President Donald Trump just gain ground in the polls. So what this means is that now some of those Pence voters, and there weren't that many of them, but still they are now up for grabs. So I think the big question becomes, who will he endorse? When will he endorse another candidate? We'll have to wait and see. We know that former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley has been rising in the polls. She's had a couple of strong debate performances. There's another debate coming up in November, of course. I'll be one of the moderators there. And we'll have to see if she has another strong performance. We know that the other candidates are going to be really vying to try to have a strong debate, including Governor Ron DeSantis, who I'll be talking to a little bit later on the show today, Christy.
I mean, you set me right up for this next question. Speaking of Ron DeSantis, one of the presidential candidates, you will be speaking with him today, and both he and Trump commented on the Israel-Hamas war last night, both vocal in their support for Israel and quick to throw blame on the Biden administration. Do you think this is a unifying topic for the GOP and the candidates, or how do you see the war becoming the forefront topic since we're just over a year out now?
I do. I think it's going to be one of the defining issues of the 2024 campaign, and I also think we're seeing a divide within the Republican Party. Those who are more isolationist and those who believe that America has a significant role to play in this. Governor Ron DeSantis has been very clear. He thinks the United States should back Israel to the hilt. He's been very forceful in his defense and support of Israel. The question becomes, what happens and how would he deal with, if he were in the Oval Office, the growing humanitarian crisis that we're seeing unfold in Gaza? And so that's a critical question. That's a critical piece of this as well. But I do think it's going to be front and center moving forward. And oh, by the way, President Biden also obviously focused on this issue, focused on what's happening in Ukraine. And he, of course, using this moment to focus on being commander-in-chief, but the optics of that not insignificant given the fact that he's running for re-election.
All right, Kristen, thank you so much. Meet the Press airs at 10 right after 11
Thanks,
Alive
Christine.
Weekend Morning News.